Awesome. Welcome, you guys. I'm excited for this class. I have been getting downloads about this class for a while now, and the energy is really intense. How many are feeling the intensity of the December energy right now? December 2020. It is in so many ways the culmination of an intense, chaotic, uncertain year of lots of duality and lots of just strange things happening on our planet for us humans anyway. So I'm grateful to be at this point, and I'm grateful to share this time with you. What I do know about this time is that this is a very potent time. And even just saying that, I get chills because this is the time that so many of us have been foreseeing and having this knowing that a shift is coming, things are going to change, but when? And it's happening. And so for those, some of you on this call have been in ascension training or are currently, and we talk about how every time we move up in frequency, all of our stuff that's in the way of that ascension, of that frequency upgrade, has to come up to be cleared. And that's just the way it works. And so it's the same for the planetary consciousness. It's the same for the collective human consciousness. As we are attempting to move into a higher version of ourselves as humanity, all of the stuff in the way of that must show up to be cleared. And so it's our job as sort of the ascension tribe, as those who are leading the way and holding these higher frequencies. And I know all of you are doing that because you're here and you're part of this work. But it's our job not to get caught up in the chaos, in the duality, not to get stuck in it, not to get pulled down into it. And I know that's challenging right now because there's so much challenge happening. And yet it's what our job is to witness it, to notice it, not to deny that it's there, just to notice it, but not get sucked in, and to give ourselves grace and to step into non-judgment and to allow life to happen the way that it will, and to take action in our own personal way, to make our own upgrades, to hold the higher frequencies, to allow these ascended states of being to be part of our energy and part of who we are, so that we can share them, so that just by being, just by holding the frequency that we are able to be a contribution to everyone around us and to the planetary whole. And so with that, I'm grateful for all of the work that all of you are doing. We each have a part in it. We each have a role. We each have our own process as well. And so I really do invite you to be patient with yourself, to be patient with the world, to give yourself grace, to just allow the process and to not get sucked into it. And when you do, to step out and notice, and again, just give yourself grace and let it go. And as you do that, it gets easier. And as you practice that state of being and just holding space for higher consciousness, it becomes easier, and you become um, able to hold the higher and higher frequencies. And as each one of us does that, everyone else has an easier time of doing it as well. That time is coming, and that time is now. It's always now, but it's especially now. And the universe, or the cosmos, I feel like, is giving us a lot of clues and signs right now, We have meteor showers, and we just had a lunar eclipse, and we have a solar eclipse coming on the 14th. And we have all of these celestial signs, this celestial activity sort of asking us to notice the transformation, notice your shadow work as it comes up. Don't deny doing your shadow work, don't get stuck in it, but don't ignore it. This is the time it's going to come up. Make sure you're paying attention. Let those old programs show up to be released, and allow yourself to be in the flow of that. And when you get angry, be angry. Or when you get frustrated, it's okay, be frustrated, and then channel it out and release it. Um, I don't get angry very often anymore. I notice I've kind of, it's sort of somewhat of a rare experience, but I had an experience where I got angry the other night, and I noticed myself being angry, and I thought, wow, this anger energy is so powerful. What am I going to do with it? And what I decided to do, I changed my plans. I was going to meet a friend, and instead I cleaned my garage. And I was so proud of what I had done afterward, because the anger was fuel that I chose to pour into something productive. And that's just an example of one way that you can channel intensity as it comes up. But if you can witness yourself being triggered, being upset, or being angry, or whatever it is, and take it and choose to channel that into something purposeful, you get a transformation. And on the other side of my clean garage, I felt really good about myself and how I channeled that anger. I didn't go process it. I didn't get it on anybody. I didn't, I didn't talk about the person or people that upset me. I just channeled it out and allowed it to release. I respected it. What a powerful energy. And then I got into gratitude. I'm grateful that we have the ability to have these feelings. That is a unique experience as being in human body, incarnate, that we get to experience emotional energy. We get to experience emotions, feel what's going on in the body. And so the ascension process that's happening, and what I believe is so important, and this is what I teach, is not about getting out of the body. It's about bringing those frequencies in and anchoring these higher dimensional frequencies, these ascended frequencies into the body, embodying them, and then practicing holding them for longer and longer periods of time until they become the frequency that you are comfortable being at. I see somebody's got a question here. I'm going to attempt to read it. Okay, so does the ascension relate to the age of Aquarius? I heard it starting on 12/21, but I just heard another perspective that the zodiac is off. Yeah, I've heard all of those too. Is this misunderstood? Oh, this is kind of a long one. So what I can speak about that, yeah, this is the time of the ascension for sure. And the dates, yeah, the dates have been, I don't pay that much attention to the dates because it's every day. It's every day right now. And yes, this is the time. And yeah, I've heard like the December 12th or December 21st is a portal opening. So if you think back, there have been a number of these portals, like the harmonic convergence was a portal. I believe that was back in 1989. And I know a number of people that opened up during that time, that sent out a request to the universe or to their higher self to open up, to have that activation happen, and they got it. I've heard so many spiritual teachers say that was a pivotal experience of divine energy coming in. And so anytime a portal is opening, there's a higher opportunity of receiving these ascended frequencies. And so I would recommend to everybody, whether those dates are right or not, why not step into a meditation on the 21st and allow that portal energy to open and receive that upgrade that's available. Step into your higher version of yourself, allow yourself to hold more energy. And honestly, whether it's true or not true, if enough people believe it is, and if you truly believe it is, then it's true for you. And that's all that really matters. So if you align with that portal opening and you allow yourself to expand and open and receive and upgrade, that's what it takes, and you will get that upgrade. I will definitely be doing a meditation on 1221. I don't know yet if I'm going to do a public one because I might be traveling, but stay tuned to my email list. I think all of you are probably on it if you received this, and I'll let you know if I spontaneously decide and if I'm available to do one, because it's going to be big. Even if I'm not, do your own. It'll be good, and I'm sure lots of people are going to be offering guided group meditations that day. So today I have a really deep and powerful activation meditation, bringing in ascended frequencies for you. My guidance has been preparing me all night and all morning. I had trouble sleeping last night because the energies were coming in, and I'm getting a lot of connection with the Andromedan energies. If you saw I'll show you. It's the symbol. I'm gonna real quick stop video and show you because I put it on here. This symbol in the middle here is the Sri Yantra. And what I've come to understand is the Sri Yantra is an Andromedan communication. The Andromedans, it's a star system, a galaxy that is coming closer to us all the time, bringing more light. And there are Andromedan beings that communicate in light and geometry and frequencies of light and color. And so they've been showing me, and what's really funny, I didn't even know about the Andromedans until fairly recently, until probably about less than a year ago. Or maybe a year ago, they started communicating with me. I had no clue who they even were before that, but I have had these Sri Yantra prints that I have had. I got them. I'm just fascinated by the symbol. I have been for years, and I had them over my bed on the ceiling. So I used to sleep with Andromedan or with the Sri Yantra pictures above, like right where I would open and close my eyes when I'd be looking up at the ceiling above my bed. So it would be the first thing I would see when I woke up in the morning and the last thing before I go to sleep at night. And here I come to find out it's an Andromedan communication. And I just thought how perfect that, of course, I would be drawn to that symbol and not even know. And it's also the monks are known for doing, you know how they do the sand paintings where they take like long hours and hours and sometimes days, weeks, months, and do those beautiful sand drawings on the ground, and then they sweep them away. Oftentimes they do Sri Yantra symbols, and I was shown in meditation that that is a communication with the Andromedan presence or the Andromedan consciousness when they are creating those. Whether or not they're aware of that, I mean, they probably are, but anyway, it was just interesting for me to see, not all communications from our guidance are in formats that are something we could hear or receive in a normal way that we're used to, not like human communications, but simply giving us a symbol of light and geometry can be a very powerful download and communication from our star family. So as we go into this today, be aware of that and just be open to receiving whatever type of communication shows up for you. Whether it's, if you go in without expectations, you'll do better because they're there are always ways to receive a communication that we aren't aware of. So if you expect it to be a certain way, or if you say, I'm always clairvoyant, I get visual, and then you receive a completely different way, just to be open to whatever way that might be. And it does sometimes change for individuals as well. Um, so yeah, just I really want to share that we as a group are dreaming the new reality into existence. And in doing this work together, we are creating the new frequency. We are creating the new reality together. And this is what's been called the new earth or the 5D earth. But it's really it's 5D and higher. I mean, fifth dimensional and higher frequencies. We're going to go all the way into 12th dimensional frequencies, receiving in this meditation today, and the the energy that's available is powerful, and we get to dream it. Whatever we believe, we can create. And I empower you to know yourself as a creator of this new earth, of the 5D and higher life experience on Gaia. And I empower you to be a frequency transmitter of these higher ascended frequencies as we go forward. And you already are doing that. I just really want you to be conscious of it and to own it and to embody it and to be open and allow yourself to receive even more. And I think that's it for right now. Before we hop into the meditation, I'm really delighted to be sharing this with you. So I really thank you all for being here. I know it's your choice and you arranged your day and your life to be here. And I appreciate you all so much. You are an integral part of this experience. And so now, as we're beginning to get ready for this meditation, I would just invite you to turn off if you have a cell phone or distracting, noisy devices that might take you out. Go ahead and turn those off or put them in a different room or silence them. Get yourself in a place where you can really be comfortable and feel where you won't be disturbed, feel protected, and go ahead and be ready to sink in and relax. You also might want to have a glass of water for afterward, but if you don't have that now, you can wait and get that when we're done. And so I'm going to begin. I'm actually going to turn off my video because I prefer you not to be distracted by me. And I'm really going to take you deep on this one. And you can leave your video on or turn it off, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to go back to that Andromedan symbol, as long as you can all still hear me. All right, and so as we begin to sink in to this deepening, this activation, just begin by deepening the breath into the belly. On the inhale, you're inhaling relaxation. And on the exhale, you're releasing tension. Inhaling relaxation and expanding the belly on the inhale. And on the exhale, releasing tension and contracting the belly. And as you're breathing, allow yourself to deepen, to sink in to your being and your presence. And now, tune your awareness into your heart center and the light within your heart. And feel into that heart light. This light is your essence of being, the divine light within. And now feel that light in your heart expanding out around your chest, opening, relaxing, and becoming brighter. And breathe into that light as you're simply relaxing into it, feeling yourself deepening, relaxing, and expanding in that light. And this light is expanding out now around the body, encompassing the body in a beautiful golden light presence, and just feeling yourself attuning, harmonizing, and balancing into the light of your I am presence. And now tune your awareness up 200 feet above your head into the central sun. The central sun is a source of divine light, 12th dimensional light energy, and it is here and present for you now to receive it, to assist on your own ascension journey. And so feel into the center of the 12th dimensional sun above you and feel into the heart of this sun. And that heart energy is beating and glowing, and the light within the heart of the central sun is unified with the light within your heart. And so, as you're feeling that unification to the heartbeat of the 12th dimensional central sun, allow that sun ray, that sunlight to spiral down through the ethers into the crown of your head and move down into your body, bringing this 12th dimensional ray of light into your heart center and down the spinal column into the base of your spine, all the way to the bottoms of your feet, and now back up, allowing this central sunlight to expand within you, activating every cell, moving in to your DNA and bringing more light into the DNA, which is encoded to receive this higher frequency light quotient. Allow yourself to open to receive these 12th dimensional rays of light. And now allow that sunlight to rest in the center of your chest, combining and harmonizing with your own heart light. And now tune your awareness into the center of the earth. And this is the heart of the Mother Earth, the heart of Gaia, the crystalline core of the heart of the Mother contains liquid crystal light energy, which now is moving up through the layers of the earth and into the bottom of your feet and up the legs and into the base of the spine, allowing this liquid crystalline creative energy of Divine Mother, the heart of the earth, moving up the spine all the way up to the top of your head and expanding out into every cell, entering into the DNA, bringing this activating creative energy into the DNA, allowing more light, more inspiration to enter and upgrade to the perfect point of light for you at this time. And then bring that light of the heart of the earth into the center of your chest, combining with the light from above, combining with the light within you, creating the Holy Trinity of light, the triangular portal of light into the center of your being. And just feel that alignment above, below, and within you. And now feel your heart energy expanding out again, expanding out to the perfect point to encompass your body, holding you perfectly safe and connected with all that is in this divine trinity of light. And now find yourself at the top of a staircase. And at the top of the staircase, you will look down and see that there are 5 steps. This is an etheric staircase of many colors, and you may view it and perceive it in whatever way feels right to you. As you look at this staircase, you know that it leads to somewhere very sacred, somewhere very special, and somewhere very exciting that you're looking forward to experiencing. And as you're standing at that top stair looking down, you see a doorway, a portal at the bottom. And you know that when you arrive at the bottom of the staircase, you will have the opportunity to step through that portal into another dimension. And that dimension is the diamond light within your heart. And now, as you prepare yourself to step down, know that with each step, as you're coming closer to the doorway, you will be moving deeper into your meditation, deeper into your experience, and deeper into the center of your being. On the staircase number 5, you're now stepping down to number 4, noticing a deepening, noticing the energy shifting as you're stepping down. It might become cooler. The frequency is changing as you're stepping down to number 3, noticing the deepening and allowing yourself to continue stepping down even deeper to number 2, feeling again the frequency around you is very sacred here, very connected to divine truth. And now stepping down onto the first step, seeing the doorway in front of you. Stepping up now to face the doorway, This doorway might be glowing with white light, or you might have a different experience of it. It is so light, so filled with light that it looks as if it's on fire. But there is nothing to burn you here, and it is safe to go through. And so now give yourself permission to open that doorway and step through the portal of the doorway into the diamond light of the heart. Now take a deep breath here as you're stepping into the beautiful, infinitely faceted diamond light of the heart. This is an etheric place, a multidimensional etheric heart where everything that you could possibly experience exists. And now your only job is to simply find yourself in a room and allow yourself to acclimate. This is the room of communications. It is a beautiful, safe space where you communicate with your body, mind, spirit, guidance, your lineage, the ascended masters, your star family, and your future self. Your higher self is holding space for you in this room. The room is surrounded by your higher self, and your personal guides, angels, and star family are here to share with you in this space. This is a very sacred space which has been designed just for you, for receiving and activating your ascended frequencies. Your higher self has prepared this room with the perfect colors, sounds, and visual elements designed to bring you peace, harmony, alignment, and comfort. Get comfortable in this room. You may find yourself sitting on a chair or perhaps in lotus position, or you might choose to lie on a massage table or a comfy bed, whatever feels right and comfortable for you. This is your space, and you can design it and choose whatever it is that makes you feel most comfortable. Allow yourself to be present in your heart and open to receive. Let your heart send out a message now. I am open to receiving these gifts of divine light frequency. It is always your free will choice to receive. The frequencies which you are about to receive have been designed for your personal blueprint. They will activate your pineal gland, your heart, your Kundalini energy, your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, and upgrade your ability to hold ascended frequencies in your body. These frequencies will open your intuition, your ability to receive clear communication, guidance, and knowing from your higher self and the divine. Dropping down even more now, begin to receive. The 12th dimensional sun is pouring into your crown chakra at the top of your head. Feel the crown center opening and clearing, allowing you to receive clear understanding from Source now and going forward. Receiving this light into the crown, allowing the center to open more. The light moves into the third eye center, flooding the center with divine light, clearing the pineal gland, releasing energies and any lower frequencies or blockages that were previously held in these parts of the pineal gland in the brain, clearing, upgrading, and activating this center more. Activating the divine blueprint for your ascended truth to be felt, known, and seen in this center. And feel your higher self and the divine with there, as if there were hands on either side of your head doing energy work. The divine is infusing your brain with light, infusing all of the glands in the brain, clearing, activating, releasing old energies, and expanding your capacity to hold this higher version of light in the body, in the brain, and in the energy field. And now moving down into the throat center, feel this light. Again, you may see the hands of the divine on either side of your throat, beaming light energy into the throat center and the neck and the upper chest, clearing old blocks of being silenced, of being seen and not heard, clearing all lies and untruths that have been told to you in past times, allowing your truth. I am seen, I am heard, and I sing my truth through the throat center. You may choose to tone, sing, or hum as you're receiving these frequencies into the throat center, releasing old energies and allowing the truth of your voice to be amplified, heard, and expanded in this light. And allow this light to sing through your being. I speak truth. The divine is heard through my voice. My voice is the embodiment of divine expression. I express myself openly, honestly, and purely through the light of being in my voice. My voice contains frequencies that upgrade all who hear it. I own the light and the vitality and the upgrade of the sound that I produce in speaking. singing and toning. Feel that frequency, allowing the upgrade, just receiving. And now those hands of light are moving to your heart center. Open your heart to love, the love of all. The divine is beaming frequencies of love into your heart center, love of self, and allow yourself to know that you are loved and that you are loving. You are receiving love from the divine. It is safe to love and be loved. The heart is a multidimensional portal holding your divine light. Allow this center to expand and hold and emit more light, raising the frequency now to divine love light. I am divine love, perfectly expressed through my heart. My human body is upgraded and awakened in the divine light of the cosmic heart. Receive the high heart, the divine light into the center of your chest, into the center of your multidimensional heart, into the center of your being. Anchor this light here now, anchoring the truth of the divine light of the heart. I hold this light and expand my light across all time, dimension, space, and reality. I am the light of the divine, expressing through this human body, through this heart, and through my being. Feel that frequency, just allowing it to balance within and around you. And now moving into the solar plexus, the navel center. Feel yourself dropping into the power center. Those hands of light are around your midsection, and they are amplifying this light through the navel and into the back of the spine, up and down the spinal column, activating the light quotient in the nervous system, empowering the physical with the metaphysical amplification of Christ light. Allow that light to move within you and around you, empowering the power center, seeing the navel light up as a portal to divine light consciousness, receiving and upgrading the light that you receive in the center, the light that you hold and emit from this center. And then let that align, settle, and harmonize. And now moving down to the sacral chakra, below the navel. Feel those hands of light, amplifying the light now into the sacral center, amplifying the creative energy. This is the creative space of the womb, and the creative space of sexual energy. Bring the 12th dimensional central sun combined with the heart of the crystalline heart of Gaia into this center now and feel its deep, nurturing, and replenishing rays of light. It is clearing out all old blockages, past traumas, clearing all sexual trauma and blockages, releasing birthing trauma, clearing gender trauma. Let these old patterns release and heal, filling this space now with the healing light of the sun and the healing light of the earth, receiving these hands of light. Feel the luminescent, liquid crystalline light of inspiration moving, expanding, and bringing waves of creative energy back into the center. This is the center of inspiration and creation. Rejoice in the feeling of clear, amplified, creative energy flowing unbounded through this space. Feel the freedom and the release and the opening into your true, divine, creative nature. And allow yourself to absorb, balance, harmonize, and receive in this center. And now dropping down into the root at the base of your spine, dropping all the way into the root chakra, anchoring this light amplification into the base of the spine. See those hands of light holding this light and allowing you to receive and anchor, anchoring and allowing the light within your being to ascend, to move up in frequency, allowing your multidimensionality to expand out, to hold this light in a new capacity. This is your ascended frequency template. It is the template of your new multidimensional human body anchored in divine light and coded into your root center. This is the place where the Kundalini is awakening. Feel the light pouring into your root center. Feel the building of energy in the base of the spine and feel the Kundalini activating, waking up, coming to life. All of your divine guides and angels are surrounding you now, pouring living light into the base of your spine. Awaken, awakening you. Let the Kundalini rise up. Feel it and say yes. Let it come. Now allowing the liquid crystal Kundalini energy to rise up the spine, up through each energy center of the body, up all the way to the crown, feeling this energy unleashed within you, expanding up and out, up and out. Let it expand as far and as wide as it wants to go. And now release yourself into this energy and expand out into the cosmos, feeling yourself free and freeing yourself into this expansion, becoming one with the stars, the galaxies, the cosmic center of the universe. Fly and drift and move into the totality of being. Be free in this expanded space. Know yourself. Bask in this expansion, feeling the bliss of being. Your intuition is amplified and activated here and now. See before you a guide. This may be your higher self, may take the form of another type of guide. Allow yourself to see this guide before you. Make eye contact and see the loving energy that this guide has to share with you. See the pride and caring and nurturing that this guide has for you. There is a message that this guide would like to share with you now as a representative of all of your guidance, of your higher self, and of source energy. Simply open yourself now to commune and receive this message in whatever form it shows up for you. Know that this message contains a frequency, and allow that frequency to enter into your heart space so that it is always there and always able to inform you as needed. And now there is a gift for you, and this gift is symbolic to represent this activation that you have received. It may be in the form of a tool that you can use to help you hold and expand into this frequency. It may be something etheric, something physical, whatever it is, simply open yourself now to receive this gift from your guidance and from source energy, knowing that this is a gift to uplift and enhance your abilities and your ability to hold these ascension frequencies. And as you are completing the receiving of this gift, you may offer a gift or simply gratitude to your guide and guidance for these beautiful gifts and messages. Again, see the eyes of your guide knowing and receiving this gratitude and this exchange knowing that this type of communication is always available to you whenever you choose to tune into it. And now bring your awareness to the grid work around the planet Earth. This is the crystalline grid around the planet. Simply notice it from wherever you are, seeing this beautiful, sparkling grid work which holds communication, frequencies, and information, which holds the divine template of the fifth dimension and higher, the new earth, the ascended experience of earth. And as you're witnessing this grid work, invite your higher self and your guidance team to join you in holding your hands out and sending an amplification of divine frequencies of higher ascended 5D to 12th dimensional frequencies into the grid work around the planet Earth, and feel the energy of your entire team of guidance, your angelic team, your star family, your higher self, and all parts of your being amplifying this divine light into the grid work of planet Earth. And now see all of the higher dimensional beings showing up to join in this amplification and holding of space for this template around the earth. And feel the frequencies upgrading as the 12th dimensional sun rays of divine light beam into this grid work, holding the ascension frequencies. Feel these frequencies amplifying and amplifying around the earth. And now begin to move into the grid work, feeling yourself entering in to the lines and the grid. You may feel yourself in sparkling light energy, but simply get a sense of the frequency that is here in the crystalline grid. Take a moment to notice yourself inside the crystalline grid. What is the frequency here? What does it feel like? Who else is here with you? This is a space of communication and of experiencing frequency. And allow yourself to simply feel whatever it is you may be feeling in this space, so that you can know your way back here whenever you desire to communicate on the crystalline grid. This is the ascended blueprint template grid work of 5D Earth. You can come back here at any time to get downloads, amplifications, and attunements to the new Earth frequencies. It is ever changing, ever morphing, ever expanding. Come here often to receive your upgrades. And now find yourself moving through a triangular portal back, bringing your consciousness back through the crown of your head and into the multidimensional heart space, where you realize you have never left your multidimensional heart space. Become aware now of the beautiful light of the infinitely faceted diamond light of the etheric heart. And as you're coming back into the room where you began this journey, find yourself in that comfortable space where you began this journey, whether you are lying on a bed or a massage table or sitting comfortably on a chair. Notice where you are and allow yourself now to take this moment to align and calibrate and harmonize the ascended frequencies which you have received in this experience today. And as you are receiving this alignment, find your hands coming together at prayer position in front of your chest. And bring your consciousness into a state of gratitude. Gratitude for this ascended experience of holding these frequencies in the body, the embodiment and anchoring of the divine light into the truth of your being. This is who you always have been and who you always will be. This process is a remembering, the remembering of your divinity. And breathing in to this alignment now, find yourself getting up from that table or chair or sitting position and looking around you in this room of the heart, just noticing again where you are as you're looking around. Find that doorway that you entered through when you first entered into this room. See that beautiful glowing doorway and move to the front of that doorway, remembering the staircase is on the other side. And just stand right now in this moment in front of the doorway and feel your new self, knowing that when you step through this doorway, your new self, your new earth, ascended frequency is with you, and you will bring it up the staircase with you into the fullness of your personality, of the truth of who you are, so that you are able to hold this light in the way that is perfect for you at this time. And now open that doorway and go ahead and walk through and stand in the front of that staircase, finding that 5-step staircase. You're going to step on to the 5th step. And as you ascend the staircase, your awareness will be coming back more and more with each step. Stepping now onto the 4th step, you're becoming more awake and aware with complete memory of all that you received in this experience today. Stepping up onto the 3rd step, remembering the truth of the light of your divinity, the truth of your capacity to hold these ascended frequencies in the body. Becoming more and more awake and aware, step onto that 2nd step now. You're feeling your body now beginning to bring full awareness and aliveness, feeling more and more awake, more and more present than you did before. And now stepping on to that 1st step, fully aware, awake, and alive. Bring your consciousness completely back to presence, back to your body, wiggling your toes and your ankles, wiggling your hips and your midsection and your shoulders, your arms, your fingers, moving your neck. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes in full presence, full light, and full knowing that you truly are divine. And as you're bringing your awareness fully back, this would be a great time to get a drink of water and just kind of allow yourself to balance out, allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling as you're coming back to full presence. And at this time, I would like to invite you to share back your experiences.
This was so deep. This 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 activation was so deep. I felt every part of my being just expanding. The pressure on my crown was moving through, and I've already had one Kundalini awake, threw me off on a curveball a while back. So this intensity was just activated even more. And the freedom that I space, I felt was flying.
Hmm,
Extraordinary.
wonderful. I couldn't hear
Oh,
all of
can you
that.
hear me?
You're kind of coming and
Okay.
going. I heard you went out into space.
Yeah, the freedom.
Hmm. I would love to hear everything you're saying. Unfortunately, it might be a poor connection where you're freezing, um, but I get the frequency of it.
I
It's very powerful.
felt was the first time ever I felt that.
Hmm.
So, view of what I can be, what I am, and I really appreciate it.
Hmm. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. I would love to have you share that like in a either in an email or video with me so I can really get all of it since it was kind of in and out. That sounds just amazing. And I love also everybody. This would be a great time to
What I am,
and
and I
re-
really appreciate it.
journal and record whatever it is that you received. And I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Joan, just because
Mm-hmm.
it's not quite clear. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. That sounded incredible. I wish we could have heard it better, but I would someone else like to share anything at all from their experience? And it's okay if you didn't have this cosmic explosion. Everyone receives in their own way. There's no right or wrong. It was a very deep meditation. I could certainly feel the transference of energy coming through, and I could feel you all receiving it. And it felt really powerful from this end.
Hi,
Hello, who is
it's Chantal.
Until Starseed?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for that. I really needed that today. I Why did I have to come back? I
Well, you
wanted to
can bring
stay
it,
there.
but you
Oh, I
are
just want to.
there, so you can
I
hold that frequency and really be that. That's the practice of being it.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. I had so many guides step forward, and one of the ascended masters, she came forward, Shakti, and she just her eye contact with me was when that I don't believe I've had a Kundalini experience before. I don't really think this was it either, but for sure there was a clearance, a release, and then it was just this brilliant temple of light that was I there's no words to describe it.
Mm.
And it was just really, really beautiful. and I just floated beyond. And when it came to the grid, I was just seeing all these sparkles right around the grid. And as I intertwined into the grid, I literally felt a shift in my body. And it was just an amazing experience. So thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
There's so much more that I'd like to express, but I'm just a bit,
Yeah, it can be hard to find words. That was beautifully expressed. Thank you. Be sure and write it down. And anyone who would be willing to write down your experience and share it with me, or video and share it, I would be grateful just to have. I love to see what you experienced. And so I'd love it if you would share that in a written or video form if you're willing. If you're willing, it's not required.
Thank you.
Yeah, would thank you for sharing. Would someone else like to share? I can also open up here for any questions. I wanted to be sure and leave time for questions, anything that you might want to ask. It can either be pertaining to this meditation or anything else, really. There's no, like, whatever it is that you want to know, I'd be happy to tune in and answer any questions at this time. And I see someone has left me a message from Joanna. I felt expansion and clearing in my thymus, throat, heart, and crown. The gift I received was a pineapple, which to me means welcome home. Oh my gosh, I love that. And a pineapple is also symbolic of the pineal gland. And I actually used to have a pineapple pendant, a little gold pineapple pendant that I wore, and I lost it at a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat. So I guess somebody else got it. But yeah, the pineapple is a powerful symbol. If you look around, there are a lot of sculptures in very powerful places that have pictures of staffs with pineapple on top, and pine cones. So the pine is very related to the pineal awakening. And welcome. Yes, somebody asked if you'll get a replay. You will get the replay. Absolutely. Jessica said it made me sleep. Yeah, when you go, that's very common when you go really far out to lose consciousness. So you can always listen to the replay and keep listening until you can stay awake for the whole time. There's nothing wrong with that. It is something that does happen, and that's okay. Sometimes your consciousness just checks out while you receive. You still received it though, even if you did fall asleep. Um, Okay, anyone else? Yeah,
Me again. Sorry.
that's
It
fine.
just came to me, as Jana mentioned, she received a pineapple. I received a coin um, in I guess in exchange. I'd given a beautiful golden heart, which just came to me as something that you'd mentioned in previous recordings before. And I'd got what seemed like a coin, but it was very unclear what this coin is, or what do I do with this?
Mm, that's fun. Is that a question for me?
Yes, maybe
Okay.
you could
Yeah,
help me
I
out.
would call that a very powerful sign of abundance and prosperity, and stepping into your soul's wealth. And being, like, with that would come a message of willingness to
Be
receive.
strong. Be
Mm,
strong was the message.
nice. Yeah. Be
Mm.
strong in your pillar of light. And I think, a coin is always symbolic of prosperity, and that doesn't only mean financial. That means, in all realms, your gifts, your energy, your ability to receive in all, multidimensionally.
Oh, wow. Thank
Yeah,
you once again.
yeah, you're welcome. That's a great gift. I'd love to hear more of the gifts that people received, if anyone wants to share, or
Share.
messages. Yeah, go ahead.
So
Amanda.
so yeah. So when we were in the diamond, or the room, whatever, the diamond, I don't know. For me, it's like similar. The last time it was turquoise, and this time it was like there was a turquoise aura, but it was there was a lot more, and same with the stairs, there was like holographic rainbow, like the lighter colored rainbow colors. So it was just really beautiful. And this time I had like a white sparkly dress on. So I was like, oh, I feel like a princess. And then the gift that I received was like a rose with a diamond in the middle. And the last time I did a meditation where there was a gift involved, like what did I receive? It was a diamond, and this time it was resting on a rose. So I thought that was really pretty. And and I did have I'm not sure if it's a question really, because I don't know what the question would be, but it's a little unrelated to that. But related to what you were talking about earlier with the geometry. So last year, like almost a year and a half ago, I was reading the Gene Keys, and a couple nights, I would I would put my head down on the pillow. This happened like only twice for me, but I would put my head down on the pillow, and as soon as I shut my eyes, I was like in like basically brought through, like I started zooming through space and time, and I was like, what? Like what is happening? And then so the first night it was like really just space and time, and then it started morphing a little bit. And then the second night it was really, really vivid. It was zooming through space and time, and then it turned into these really vivid geometrical shapes and patterns. And there was, it was like I was in space, but it felt very bright at the same time. It was like there was light all around me. And then that wound up morphing into something that was stranger. It was like it turned into, it was like purple, and then it was like this like geometric, it was like, you know, the third eye purple kind of color and geometric pattern spinning. But then that turned into faces. And anyway, I won't get into that part of it, but I was wondering if, like, you know, if you know anybody who's had a weird experience like that, where like I wasn't trying to go into meditation or anything, I just like and then I was like brought there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was interesting, that's for sure. And but the thing is, I haven't really had experiences like that since, and it happened twice. And then my solar plexus started opening up, like I could feel tingling for a few days around that too. So it was very interesting to me, but I was like, ah.
Yeah, well, yes, I do know people, myself included. Lots of people have those
Yeah.
experiences. It really is a gift, and it's star family communication and your guidance, sharing with you. So there are a lot of layers of communication and downloads there, and I would take that as a really special and powerful experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I have it happen again?
Just be open to it.
Yeah.
It will happen again. And, just, the surrender, just
Yeah.
go into meditation and surrender. You have to surrender not only to having it happen, but also surrender to not having it happen. So, because in the wanting it, we could sometimes push it away, right? So just make a request, and as you go into meditation or as you're going into sleep time, make a request, and then allow. And the thing is, like, a lot of times, I know for me, when I get to that point where it starts to happen in the past, I would take myself out, like there would be almost like an invitation to be pulled through into another dimension. And it would startle me and I wouldn't go. But now I've learned that even when I see a tiny little glimpse of opportunity, I lean into it and move into the experience rather than backing away, and then it'll happen.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. I saw someone wrote something here. Radka said, the divine beings gave me a lot of love and I started crying. Then I received a pendant with the word confidence and a pillow with the sign joy. Ooh, I love that. That's beautiful. I don't know if is it Lucy 144. I received a ring with a triangle. Ooh, a triangle portal and the Trinity. I love that. Someone else, Kristen, received a beautiful gold pyrite heart. Beautiful. I love the gifts that you guys received. And you can do it again and receive more gifts. My guidance started giving me gifts in my meditations many years ago, and I found that they are tools that I can continue to use throughout my meditations and every day. So as you become open to receiving from your guidance, also see, is there a way that I can use this? Is this a tool that I could do something with? Be curious and ask. And you can do this meditation as many times as you want and see, what comes through, what you might receive, and allow yourself to go even deeper and say, okay, well, could I have a tool and how do I use it? And see what happens. You might find you get some really amazing tools that help you in your ascension and your expansion and with your spiritual gifts opening up. All right. Anyone else? Questions, comments, experiences, gifts that you received?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Robert. Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
hi, yeah. So, yeah, I'm great, thanks. It's beautiful. I found it beautiful in the diamond heart. I lost consciousness a bit as we kind of focused on some of the chakra areas. I went in and out a little bit. As I went down onto the grid of planet Earth, it just felt so powerful, so incredibly powerful to feel the energy running through those grids. But then I had to kind of attune my energy more to meet that energy and just raise my energy to a much higher level. And then I became aware of my own vibration, my own highest level vibration, just being incredibly strong and incredibly powerful. So that was very wonderful. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. That's exciting. Really beautiful. Good work. Thanks for sharing. Someone else wanted to speak at the same time there. Who was that?
Oh, it might have been me, Shayla. I came off mute.
Okay. Kristen?
I was just going to say thank you. That was amazing. I feel like I'm still integrating and like my words are not coming.
Yeah.
But it was it was so powerful, so amazing. I'm definitely going to write down everything because it was so like, for me, it's very visual. So there was just so much like visually that I definitely want to write down and like remember. But it was so powerful, and the messages I got is like all of the gifts are within me. So it was really very, very meaningful, and I'm taking it all back with me, and I'm just gonna spend some time integrating. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, all of the gifts are within you. Beautiful. That sums it all up. Really perfect. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, thank you for sharing, like writing it down and sharing too. I appreciate that so much. Love it. Okay, anybody else have anything to share or questions? I think I saw a comment come through. Valerie, I'll get back to you on the downloadable audio. Deborah, super bright, lots of laughter. I had and I hummed during the throat area and lots of fire energy to the root. Good. Making a sound with your experience and also using hand gestures amplifies the experience. And I've been practicing more in my own meditations and experiences using my hands When I'm doing visualizations, I will enact what I'm experiencing with my hands. I use my hands anyway. I talk, if any of you have been to any of my talks, you see I like talk with my hands a lot, but it's energy, it's transference of energy, and it helps me express the energy that I'm sharing. And what I found is the more you use your hands in your visualizations, even in your meditations, you're bringing the physicality of being into that experience. So it's actually an amplification. It's same with the throat, the voice, when you use sound or tone. So I encourage you to try that on, play with it, and see what happens for you. I thought I saw another one here. Maybe not. Okay, anyone else?
Can I ask you, can I have a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Um, you talked about the frequency of the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, feel the frequency, but I'm not sure if I felt any frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it important or?
Well, okay, so with feeling, we have different abilities and gifts. For some people, feeling is more difficult, especially if like a lot of the star seeds and a lot of the high frequency people actually have trouble feeling because of being empaths. That life, we actually have the superpower of being empaths, but then life was too intense when we were younger, and we shut that off because we can't really handle or process that much information. Empaths, the nervous system of an empath was designed for fifth dimensional Earth, but not for third dimensional. It's much more difficult in 3D than it is in 5D. And so it's my guess that that might be what's going on with you. Don't consider it, there's nothing wrong. It's not a failure. It's just a remembering or a relearning of how to open up those feeling experiences. But nevertheless, you might have had a visual experience. You might have had another type of experience of the grid. Did you have any other experience like visual or sound or anything like that?
I saw some colors and some sound as well.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
yeah,
great.
I saw something, but the feeling was like I was lost. Like I don't feel anything. I don't feel
Yeah.
anything. I started to panic.
Yeah, don't worry about that. So think of it like this: the color and the sound have feeling. There is a
Okay.
feeling that goes with the color you experienced, and there is a feeling that goes with the sound you experienced. So the way that you can kind of tune into your feeling experience is to consider, what does that color feel like, and what does that sound feel like, if I could feel it. And then that will kind of help you get a more rounded experience of the frequency. But you can, as you're practicing that and learning that, you can also just simply use that color and sound to enter into the grid work. There are different ways to get there. The
Okay.
feeling is kind of like the quickest, but practice with all that you did receive. You got plenty, you got a lot. Actually, a lot of people probably don't, I know a lot of people don't get visual, a lot of people don't get sound. So you got a lot, and just go
Thank
with
you.
what you got and expand into that.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for sharing. All right, I think I see another comment here. My teeth my teeth clattered a lot, lots of body shaking, grand opening experiences, frequencies in my right ear, and colors. I have to write it down. Yes, please do write it down for me. I love it. And that's normal too. People, when you're calibrating these high frequency energies, it's very common to have shaking, tingling, vibrating experiences. It's all fine. It's just like a calibration to a higher frequency. And sometimes I see that kind of as just the resistance or the physicality kind of integrating it. It's not good or bad. It's just a part of the experience. Okay, guys, anyone else? I could do one more. We are, that time went so fast, didn't it? We're at the end, but I will, I'd be happy to answer one more question or take one more comment. Excuse me, before we go, if anyone has something they want to share. No, and if not, that's okay too. Um, I just want to thank you all so very much for being here and for doing this work, for holding these frequencies. You know, I know that you're doing it for yourself, but you're really doing it for so much more than yourself, because as you expand to hold these frequencies, everybody else gets to feel them and gets expanded from them. The earth gets to absorb them, the grid work, this is such powerful work, and I encourage you to keep doing it and do more of it. And also, it feels good. And just whenever something comes up that doesn't feel good, that's okay too. That's your shadow stuff coming up. Acknowledge that, let it go, and continue. And this is how we do it. This is how we raise the frequency from within our bodies. And I always travel within the portal of the heart. You'll notice I took you out into the cosmos there, but we never left the portal of the heart. The heart, the multidimensional heart, is a hologram of the whole. It contains all of consciousness within it. So everything ever thought of or ever possible to experience exists there. So there's no need to leave the heart, and you're always safe. It's very different than astral travel, where you're coming out the navel and leaving your body, and you're not always protected in that space. So in the heart space, you're always protected. I encourage you to play with that, use that, and travel, practice opening up into the heart, and go anywhere you want from there. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close. This was amazing and beautiful, and I appreciate you all showing up, and I appreciate that I get to share this with you, because this is truly my favorite thing to do, and it lights me up. And you're all just such brilliant, beautiful beings. I'm grateful to be sharing this space with you and to be on this planet at this amazing time with all of you. We are the Ascension Tribe, and I appreciate you so much. And with that, have a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and namaste. Bye, everybody.